I'm in Pennsylvania this weekend for Breakaway, meeting up with hundreds of college students from different campuses on the East Coast to encounter God, worship together, and to just create space for a new thing. This elevation is no joke. It's like a 1,000-foot elevation gain over a mile or so, which is pretty steep. The trail was rated hard, and I definitely already lost that sweatshirt way back down there. But as far as this weekend Breakaway, I'm super expectant. I think it's gonna be a sick weekend. I've never done anything like this before. I've had the opportunity, but I've denied it, turned it away. It's not really my thing to want to be in like large groups and surrounded by a bunch of people. I'm pretty fine with just hanging out with my dog even, but more like a friend or two is more of an environment that I'm comfortable in. There's still a little part of me that doesn't want to go, but I know that, I mean, obviously I want to go, I'm excited for it, but I just know that it's even going to be a huge area of growth, just the community aspect of it, putting myself out there, doing something that I don't necessarily not want to do, but I don't all the way want to do it at the same time either. It's getting to be that point on the trail, just the constant incline. Starts to wear on you after a bit, but the view at the top will pay off. This is the environment that I enjoy, just out on the trail, on the Appalachian Trail actually, which is pretty sick. If you don't know anything about the Appalachian Trail, it's 2,200 miles, crosses through 14 different states from Georgia to Maine. So there'll be hikers all up and down the trail setting up camp, because they're gonna be out here for some months, but they usually pack up for like a week at a time and then stop and go to the store intermittently throughout the whole trip, stay in a hotel for a night and shower or whatnot. But I've already passed a couple campsites, so it's cool to see people out here who are actually doing the real thing. It says it's 1,940 feet of elevation, so should be some cool views coming up here. This is actually wild. Look, there's a bald eagle right there, flying through. It's gonna come up here, right in the top of that tree. I'm not sure what these are. Maybe ravens, possibly? Can't even hear its wings. I think they are ravens. I just heard one of them over that way. That was definitely a raven. Arlo is just straight eyeing it. If it came close enough, I know he would try to jump for it. I'd give it 20 feet. He'd take a shot. He'd take a chance on it for sure. Anything that moves, he'll chase a car tire down the street. I mean, he's a wild dog. Are you camping up here tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna stay down there.
That's pretty cool. Are you doing the like part of the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah, we started up at Penmore, which is 9 miles south.
Okay.
Started there this morning and made it up here. We're gonna stay down there at that tumbling run, but thought, well, let's knock out this hill, before tomorrow morning, instead of waking up in the morning and having to do a mile slog uphill.
Since I'm making the trip, I like to find places where I can just get a little hike in somewhere. There was a bald eagle right down here when I first walked up, and then 2 of them were fighting with their talons, and then like 10 ravens started circling the top of here. It was pretty active for a second. So have you been on the Appalachian Trail before?
Nope, first one. Hey buddy. Nope, first time. I've hiked a lot of the 14,000 foot peaks in Colorado. I think I've done 13 of those just because I used to live on the western side of Nebraska. So my brother and I would go over there and hike a lot, and done a lot of that. I'm in the mountains, so I've done Kilimanjaro.
Oh.
Yeah. Elbrus in Russia. Went over there, did that.
Wow.
Tried Aconcagua down in Argentina. Before the Russia trip, and I didn't get it. It was the guide, our guide. I don't know. There's a big difference between guides.
Yeah.
And what you pay. And he was all about him getting another summit, and it was either keep up or catch up was his attitude, and that's a big mountain too, and so but the weather turned our group around, so nobody in our group got the summit, and came back home, and I'd like to go down there again, but I'm getting too old for that. And that was 2019, and that kicked my ass, and I don't think I could do it. Just probably got to give up on those dreams.
Well, that's a lot more than all those hikes are. That's pretty special.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people barely summit anything,
Right.
let alone anything like what you've done.
Yeah. Well, my goal was to do all 7 continents, 7 summits, and I'd still like to maybe try to get over there to Everest and do, just to get to base camp, but even that, that's like a 12-day hike just to get to base camp. My younger brother's done it, and I just think I'm just getting too old for that. So maybe start up fly fishing or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your time up here.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
Yep.
I hear a barred owl, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's definitely a barred owl. It's like, ooh, 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 ooh. It's a terrible representation, but I can hear it from that direction. I was giving Arlo a drink, and then right behind me, a red-tailed hawk flew right by here. It's good talking to you. Have a good evening. Thank you. I don't really know what to expect this whole weekend. If there's like certain moments where I'm like, hey, like I want to look back and remember this, that's when I'll pull out the camera and get some shots of that. Now just sort of gonna finish out this drive, try to be a little reflective, grounded before I just enter into this weekend of being surrounded by hundreds of people. and just try to prepare my heart for the unknown. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I left Breakaway a couple hours ago. I stopped in Ohiopyle, Pennsylvania, because I saw there was this cool river and it wasn't very far off my route back home. I kind of just wanted to take some time to reflect on the whole weekend. It was just a full weekend, really. Not a lot of sleep, a lot of information, a lot of new thoughts to kind of think about and process. I've been looking through the different sessions from the weekend and breakouts and trying to see like what really spoke to me the most out of everything. Oh, there's some kayakers coming down. I don't know if you guys can see this guy fly fishing in the middle of the river here, but it almost is like a magazine shot. So I'm gonna take some pictures of him fishing, try to get a shot with like the line in the air and see how it turns out. I only have a fixed lens, which means the only way I could zoom in if I could get closer, and I can't really get in the water here. Look at this guy here. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.